Hello everyone, I'm Layton's Gal and welcome back to my channel. So, just a little preface for this video. I was like, I have not done one of my favorite glitches in games as a whole in a long time. I ended up having a random little idea for this sort of challenge that I think I came up with. I came up with it as in I didn't see anything that inspired me to do this. I'm sure someone else has done something similar. I haven't looked yet, but I should. But I still thought it'd be fun. Even if someone's done it before, I thought this would just be fun to showcase myself. So yeah, I am doing all of this on the Switch version of the game, the Nintendo Switch Online. And as far as I know, or I'm pretty sure, any version of the game, you can do this. And pretty sure it's even in the Game Boy Advance port, because I'm pretty sure I remember doing this before. So what I did is, these are all 30-second clips from my Switch that I did. So I basically just recorded highlights. And the thing is when I started recording these, my original intention was to document how to do this glitch. There's obviously, this has been known for a long time, and it's, very well-known glitch. It's documented like crazy. It is used in speedruns, I'm sure there's a couple things that do it, I can't remember. I know the most, known one for it is, I forget what the time is, but, it's, under 4 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Basically, this glitch can be used to get to the game, the ending game screen where you get the Triforce to quote-unquote, beat the game in under 4 minutes. So it's known, if you know that, you know this glitch. So, when I started doing this, which we will play the footage in a moment, I'm planning on going through these clips, pausing occasionally, and just explaining, or, explaining my ideas, or, what I was thinking during doing these. I eventually want to do a full video on this little playthrough. As in me recording myself playing it on my computer and not, just little snippets from my Switch, recording. I don't have a capture card or anything like that, sadly, but the reason why I opted to do this is because, like I was saying, when I first started doing this, I was just gonna, show myself doing the glitch to make into a Zelda Amino blog. But then I had the idea for this, and it turned into something more, but anyway, I thought it would still be fun to show these clips and talk about it, so to start off with, these first couple clips are from when I was recording, just to show how to do the glitch. So, this glitch actually has 2 different locations in the game in which you can do it. I don't think there's a third. I'm pretty sure it's just the 2. The 2 known locations is this very beginning of the game. When you go to Hyrule Castle, you go down, you save Zelda. Right around here you can do it. And then the other is not until, I can't remember the name. The Skull Dungeon. The Dark World dungeon that's in the Lost Woods, you can do it there, so it's kind of later in the game. But they both have the same effect. I don't think that there are any, if you perform it from one location to the other, because you'll see what this does, but this glitch is pretty consistent from what I know and what I found. So yeah, let's just go ahead and play. So what this involves is you get Zelda, you go, back up a few rooms. This is me doing a save state. And you do this. So all you're doing is, there's also another ledge down in the same room, and it works the same. It's just jumping off a ledge. It doesn't have to be the specific ledge. No specific angle. This glitch is so easy to do, it's crazy. So basically all that's going to happen here is in the middle of this jump, where Zelda is still, moving here, you're gonna hit select, you're gonna save and quit. And then we will sit through the awesome title screen. And I'm just gonna go back into my file. And that is it. So, essentially what this is doing is you are getting under the floor. I don't know, I can't remember the, like, official name for this, like, the not official, but, you know, like, the community-created term. I think it might just be under the floor glitch. I don't know. If you go to Google and you search A Link to the Past under the floor glitch, you're gonna find it. I don't remember that's what I always call it, but, so yeah, literally all that happens is once you reload, you're gonna be back here, and, once you get hit by the dude over there with the chain, the ball and chain, I think those are dark knots in this game, I can't remember, you're gonna get knocked under the floor here. So now, basically, you're underneath the map, and this just it breaks the game. Like, it completely breaks the game. So what you're gonna see throughout this is once you're under these floor tiles, you are basically able, so that was the end of that 30-second clip. This is me making it a bit further, and if you see these walls here, these ones that are like another tile up, or not another tile, another layer, you can fall through these, and it has different effects. I'm pretty sure here when I did this I died, so I rewound. That is what's cool about doing this glitch on something with a save state, is because it is fairly easy to soft lock this, or to just, like, not soft lock, that's probably not the right term for this, but, like, you know, just, you know, I guess that is a good term, I don't know. But, like, make it so you have to either start over, or you can just become stuck, or the game can even, like, crash, and just, like, get stuck, so it's really convenient to do this. But, obviously, this is all completely doable on original hardware. So essentially what is happening here is, I don't know how the game, like, I have no idea what the game, like, where your coordinates are in, relation to what actual map you're on. All I know is the best way to explain it is you are somewhere where you're really not. So you might see the room, it's above you, but you're not, Link is not actually in that room. However, there are instances like you're gonna see here, where, I'm about to jump down into the room. So at this point, and now, as you can see too, Zelda's not with us, but she still technically is. She's just on a different layer. I have no idea what constitutes this. Like, you'll see in later clips that as you scroll and stuff, you can wrap around in rooms, and sometimes Zelda will be with you, sometimes Link will look like this, and sometimes Link will have nothing. He won't have his sword or his shield. Like, he'll have them, but, like, you can't see them. It's very strange. But, so what, so I do this, and this exit is actually going to work. So this right here is what inspired me to do this little challenge. So as you can see right there, I left out of that little thing in the little area in the Lost Woods, and now I came down here to Kakariko. And of course, while this is happening, the rain is still going on. The game still thinks you are at the very, very beginning of the game. So what I learned from this, too, is it's very fascinating. The like, flag of Zelda being saved, being at the sanctuary, is what hinders, like, every overworld thing from happening. So, the dungeons, these inside rooms, and if you didn't, catch on from before, from seeing, when you're doing the under the floor glitch, you are scrolling through only indoor maps. So you're not gonna be on the overworld at all. It is all like it is all maps that are yeah, inside. So, but yeah, once you make it out, things are normal. Besides, you know, it's still raining, it's still... Oh, and actually, I like this too, where I came out and the Kakariko Village theme starts playing along with the rain, so very nice. But yeah, so as I was doing this, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna go to the first dungeon. Like, why not? So, the biggest hindrance of this that makes this take a while is these stupid guards that are, of course, tied to the same, like, flag that... And I'm just assuming. I don't actually know the code of this game inside and out. I'm just going based on what I know about games. But, like, as long as Zelda is not saved, these guards will be here. And if you come at them from the other way, things break pretty heavily. So yeah, as you can see, like, it does not know where to put Link. And you can lock yourself into situations like this, so if this happens where Link is going fast and the screen is just scrolling in one direction, you're not gonna get out of this. So you're gonna see in a moment, or actually I don't know if it cuts off, but I rewound out of that. So here's me, I made it over to, Sahasrahla, and, yeah, and we're on our way to get the first pendant. And also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to dub this little challenge run the Zelda Pendants run, because, spoiler alert, Zelda only gets to be with you through getting the pendants, but yes. So here we are, here's the first one. So this all took, like, probably around, like, 4 or 5 hours of me just, like, shitting around. But at this point, like, getting to this was not hard. Basically what I did... I know there's a bit, like, cut out of how I got there. So basically, when you are... with the guards, it is possible to get past them, glitch past them, and get, out, essentially. So basically, I was able to make it out the other side. And that's what I was saying, too, like, I want to do a full thing of this, because I know... There's an example of Zelda was gone, now she's back, and if we wrap around, she's gonna be gone again. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know it has to do something with just the layers are getting corrupted of the game, but... So as you can see, I kind of goof around here. I am clearly somewhere, but it is not here. So, at this point, I was like, okay, let's go to the second dungeon. And then herein lies... The first challenge was getting past the guards again, but I was able to do it. And... The biggest issue here, you're gonna see... is the desert is screwed. Like, you can't properly scroll it up. Like, once you get into here, things do not work correctly. And... So, as you can see here... That was me going up the steps into the dungeon. So I was able to completely do this. You can get in here without needing the book or anything like that. So as you can see, I'm going to wrap around. And there we go. I basically just had to... At this point, I was like... I was shocked. Because, like, I had been messing around for, like, an hour. Trying to get in. And at this point, too... When I found out... Or when I saw that, like, I couldn't just easily walk into the front of the dungeon the normal way, I was like, okay, well, what if I do the glitch again, meaning I'm under the floor, scrolling through the dungeons, and I would be able to somehow glitch into the dungeon from the inside, and that did not happen. There's no good place in here where there's a wall where you can drop down in. Not that I could find, at least. I don't think it's possible. But anyway, I was able to get in through the actual desert entrance. And here is me, defeating, I think these are called, like, Moldora or something? I'm bad with remembering enemy names. Boss names, especially. Is that the name of the worm one from Ocarina? We all know what it is. So, yeah. Okay, so this I included because I thought it was interesting. At this point, in the game, you normally can go and get... the flippers, and I was like, I'm gonna go do that because why not? And at this point too, I had not really fully it hadn't cemented in my brain yet that there are absolutely no actors in the overworld. They're just not there. They are only in indoors, so there's that. Can't say that I even know what I'm looking at. Like, literally couldn't even tell you what the pieces of that are. So, yeah, that was interesting, but okay. So, yeah, I sadly didn't get it recorded, but the Zora, the King Zora dude who gives you the flippers, who sells you the flippers, will not spawn. I also kind of recorded this incorrectly. I think I was trying to... Because I'm pretty sure this is not the cave, because there's a couple caves up on Death Mountain. But yeah, because the NPCs will not spawn in the overworld, I'm kind of surprised that this one didn't work, because it is technically indoors, but the old dude will not appear on the way to Death Mountain, so you can't get the mirror, which is, makes it hard to get up, or makes it impossible. So, problem with going into the dungeon sometimes, like from the glitch, is things are not loaded in properly, like there's no actors. So as you can see, you can hear the boss, it's not really there. I assure you it's not on the other side. Yeah, it's not there. So yeah, there's no enemies in here, there's no, the switches, which is needed to beat this place. And this is, okay, I was wrong. I was wrong. This is going to be me actually making it. So at this point, I was singing praises because, for a while, I had managed to do this where I was able to drop down in behind the blue switches, but Zelda wasn't spawned with me, so it was definitely, like, not the proper layer, and, like, when you would try to go through the entrance, it wouldn't work, but I managed to get it to the point where it actually did. So as you can see, I'm able to leave, and, this lovely corrupted overlay. And when I go back in, the dungeon loads properly, so I'm able to do it. So yes, we are able to get into the Tower of Hera, beat it with Zelda. And here's me beating... Maybe this thing's named Moldora. Who knows? That's what they're all named, except for the Great Knights or whatever at the beginning. I think that's what those are called. I think those are just Armos Knights. But yes, I have the third and final pendant. So at this point, I was very excited to go to the Lost Woods and see about getting the Master Sword and see what would happen. My theory at this point was that Aghanim would not be able to be defeated. I had a feeling that even though it was indoors, that, like, that fight would not... I was just a feeling. I was like, I feel like that's just... something's gonna happen that isn't gonna work, but lo and behold... So I included this because I thought it was cool. So the forest is normal, except we get the rumble of thunder and the lightning, which I think looks so fitting. It looks and sounds so cool. So yeah, when I saw that the mushroom wasn't here, I was like, ugh, okay, so, that got me a little nervous, but I had hoped that the Master Sword would be okay, and as you can see, look, the actor for the fake sword is not there. So yeah, and there's no animals, there's just whatever that is. And sadly, there is no sword. The sword is just not here, which I think is so fascinating that it's just not here, that it's totally reliant on that opening being done, for it to be there. So yeah, sad, but it makes sense from a game perspective. So here you can see, I bring Zelda back. I finally have to let her get taken. I know. It's a shame because it feels like it could have been avoided if Zelda just would have been with me. So yeah, obviously since I came through the other side, her walk path is not set to that exact place up there. She just walked in and did her few little steps and now she's there. So now as you can see, we're gonna come out and Hyrule is ready. Oh, okay, so I included these clips at the end as a bonus. So at some point, I managed to get into the Thieves' Hideout, which is a Dark World dungeon. And I was like, what will happen, you know, if I'm in a Dark World dungeon and I leave without the Dark World being, like, you know, even a thing, really. Like, I haven't gotten to the point in the game where it should even register that I can go to the Dark World. So what happens is you get this mishmash, so it's using the tile set for the Dark World, and certain buildings are like how they would be. But it's behaving as though it is the Light World, so, I didn't get it. So, he's chasing me because that is one of the guards. That, you know how when you're in Kakariko, if one of the ladies out front sees you, they'll be like, oh, guards, get him. That's what's happening. And then the dude that runs from you was, an amalgamation of whatever. But yeah, it's very fascinating. I kind of want to go more into this, because I want to see what the other parts of the map look like. This is also, so I decided to try, without having the mirror, I went into the Dark World, the like, portal that's on Death Mountain, that's like, what you're intended to do, where you go into the portal, you use the mirror to leave, and then you're able to go into the Tower of Hera normally. But so yeah, here is Link, in his bunny form, with Zelda, on Death Mountain, and I'm like 99% certain that when you walk down here, for the first time in the Dark World, as Bunny Link, there's nothing like this. Like, this should be for the... So again, we got, like, a weird mishmash of, like, Light and Dark World stuff. Because the game thinks that, that there still should be these enemies here, but of course they're using... I like the falling Lionel, the falling miscolored, or, wrongly colored Lionels falling down, and then that dude. Little ball dude. With this weird filter over it that I can't even tell what... I can't tell what texture helped create that, so... And that was the display of everything. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that my ramblings were fairly coherent. I didn't script this, as you probably could tell. Maybe I should start doing that if I do these kind of videos, but usually I just like to just say my thoughts as they come, and I can remember things fairly easily, but that has been enough talking, I think, for this video. Yeah, let me know down below if you've seen something like this before, if you've done something like this before. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I think it's cool that you can use this glitch to have Zelda with you and beat the first 3 dungeons, and I definitely... want to do a full video of me doing it, because I know I could do it even faster now, because I kind of know the general idea of how I would do things, because there was a lot of time I spent just, like, figuring out what worked and what didn't, for getting into the dungeons, for glitching into them, so. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!